我们有14个人。Yeah, okay. Okay, I need to download the attendance list. Okay. Okay, 石兆远，一波妈妈 Frederick，恭喜发财 ，Happy Chinese New Year, everyone.
Happy Chinese New Year to you
Happy
too.
Chinese New Year. 恭喜发财. Do you know what is the meaning of 恭喜发财?
No.
Oh, you don't know.
No.
Anyone want to explain to Frederick, who comes from China? It means a China student. Anyone want to tell Frederick what is 恭喜发财?
A sentence to celebrate the new year.
What? Be specific. You need to know how to answer in your exam as well. Okay, I'm sorry that I'm late because I have a class before this. Okay, and it just ended about 3 o'clock as well. Actually, I couldn't make it. Okay, that's why I'm late. Okay, for those who don't know about 恭喜发财, 恭喜发财 means greet you to make to become very rich. Okay, that means you not become very rich. It means greet you to make money. So Frederick, do you understand what is the meaning of it right now?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that means it's great you to get rich. Okay, 恭喜发财. Okay, but I'm not sure in China, but in Malaysia, we normally will say 恭喜发财. No matter how, we will say 恭喜发财. Anyone from China can tell me that whether you will say 恭喜发财? Zhang Yifan. Zhang Yifan. Okay, just now I saw 施兆慧. Are you there, 兆慧? 施兆慧. I think you just came in and then you not respond to me for a few times. Okay, it looks like everyone is here already. Okay, I will start it soon. And why? Can I know why some of you are not on your video anymore? 田富文，你也不要开你的那个 video 了吗？
我这个用的手机热点，这个不知道为什么就网络不好，有点。
哦 ，OK，
我也可以开。
可以，那就好。OK， 谢谢你们两个吴彦山跟吴彦用第四眼 OK 等一下我看一下东西先OK, we are in investment analysis. Okay. What is today? Hold on. Okay, I need to go through with you all regarding about today's lecture, and then we will go through. Okay, we will go through about yes.
So no assignment have been uploaded yet.
Sorry, what is that?
Assignment. I didn't see any assignment so far.
Oh, okay. Because I think.
You didn't.
Huh?
Why do you can still didn't? But they want to kill us or what?
I actually not very sure about Ukraine, and most of you are not from Ukraine. MBA. How many of you are MBA student here? How many of you are Ukraine student here? Please raise your hands. I think Li Chong. Who else? Hey, your friends is not Arnold is not around, is it? Arnold is not in the class. We have
Yeah,
17. Why we have a 17 student? I do know there's one student sit in, but I'm not sure why Arnold is not around, but we still have many students. Let me check. Never mind, it's not important for me. There's a 17. Okay, and this Omi, you are MBA student, is it? Omi. Li Qiong, who else? Actually, I don't know who is Si Zhao Hui. I never heard him. Her. Si Zhao Hui. Are you there, Si Zhao Hui? Chang Chongyan. Chang Chongyan. Are you there? Okay, that means two. Sun Xiaojing. Okay. Means only two of you, three of you. I think it's three of you. We need to wait you clan there to so that we only can appreciate. However, whatever, okay, thanks, two of you, Sun Xiaojing and Omi, okay? You can put down your hands already. And is that all of you? I think all of you already have my previous coursework. You can have a look on it. As I said before, you can still use it to learn the company that are available in your country. You learn it first. Then when we can release it, then you do the Malaysia stock market. And last week, we found out there's some student of you, some of your friends is doing putting in the overseas company. I'm not sure if he changed it already or not. Okay, we must do Malaysia market. Why I request for that? Because next time, if you are going to work in corporate or any way, they will ask you to learn about one country or another country instead of Malaysia. They will not just ask you to do on China. Maybe they ask you to do on Philippines countries, listed company. So you need to know how to get the informations, how to learn about the company from there. That's why you all must learn Malaysia company, okay? And the other thing is because I'm more familiar with Malaysia company, that's why I know whether you are doing a right company or not. Okay, this is the reasons. Okay, so far, anyone have questions? Hey, Tianfu Wen, you are okay to on your video?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you are still using your data, is it?
Mm.
It's not compulsory, but thanks for those open because at least I can see you all. I got some interactions. I know I can, and actually I can also maybe learn whether you know it or not. Okay, that means while I'm trying to lecture, maybe you feel sleepy and we can have a break. Okay. Okay, Frederick, Arnold is not around.
Apparently, I don't know where is he. I tried to call him, even his number is not going through.
Okay, never mind. It's okay. It's not important. Okay, but please, because we still have recording, so you can still learn it. I hope all of you, even though maybe your exam is not good, but you learn something from this class. This is what my wishes. Okay. Okay, we will start about 3:20. Before we start, I would like to talk something else. First, it's I don't know whether you all know how to do an exam. When you come to exam questions, they may ask you a 20 marks or 25 marks per question. Am I right? Do you know how to justify yourself how many points that you need to put in? if the question is asking about 25 marks? Anyone can answer me? Liu Siyuan，不然你打一下。Not sure，不知道啊。
不太清楚。
好。This is why I found out I need to talk about this because I realize some of you does not know about this, and actually I must say I don't know as well when I'm doing my master, and actually I got a degree. Then I learned it. Okay, you all must know how to justify how many points that you need to give. For example, if the question is asking about 25 marks, if the question is asking about 25 marks, if the question is talking about 25 marks, you must justify on the question. Sometimes, if the questions have 5 points only, if the questions only have 5 points, and each of the point you must, or even 6 points. Do you know what is the point I mean here? Do you know what is the point that I would like to explain here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have 7 points in the to answer the questions, then you might need only 5 points. Okay, you need maybe 5 points only to get your 25 marks. So each point you must have thoroughly explanations, which is include this introduction, body, and conclusion, which I am very particular on this, and I believe these things you can use it in any way in the future. Okay, I need to talk about each classes because I need to make sure you all know how to answer it and did not affected by because of you don't know. Okay, if the 5 marks is needed for that questions, that means the introduction is the first. First, you need to tell me your point. For example, if I give you a question, what is investment? So you need to introduction, you must introduce me what is investment. Investment, this is first point. Investment is a tools for you to make an investment. Second point, further explanation on it. Investment is for you to gain some wealth over time to maybe confront with the inflations, all this. That would be the second in explanation. Third, you need to find, because there's a 5 points, because it's a 5 points, each point you need at least 5 explanations, okay? I just told you about the introductions. You let me know what is in there, and then second, further explanation. Third, who? Maybe you can tell me who is why it is important. Investment important, especially for investor or personal like us, because we would like to increase our wealth or to prevent the devaluations of our money or value assets. This is the third point. Then number 4 point, this is the body. I'm talking about body already, because after introduction would be the point, and then explanation, and then body would be further explanation on it. And then the 4th point is example. Example. So for example, some investor will choose to invest in stock market because stock market can have gain from those capital gain from the increase of the stock price, and also at the same time the appreciations of the stock, and also at the same time the return of dividends from the stock. And then as a conclusion, The last point will be conclusions. What is the conclusion? The investment actually is a tool for us to increase our wealth, and then mostly it should be done by most of us, and then and it will help us to keep our asset appreciations, so we should practice on it. This is the conclusion. If the given case is a calculations, then you need to tell me what is that things first, introduce to me, and then your calculation will become the body. And after the calculations, you need to tell me as conclusion based on what you have calculated, which one you need to choose and why you choose it, and explain to me. Okay? This is if in case there's a 5 points. If there's a one possible that there's a 12 or 15 points are available for that questions, then you might do in other way this. You give me 10 to 12 points and then short introductions and body and conclusion for each point. That means you just give me a very short introduction about the point. What is it? And then, for example, what is that? And then, what is it used for? Then you give me 12. Then you can actually roughly get about 25 points. It is better for you to give me more instead of give me less. Any questions so far? I hope you are with me. Liu Siyan, 大概明白了吗? Have you roughly know about what I'm meaning right now?
明白了。
Okay. How about Wu Yanchao? Wu Yanchao, I know you are a lecturer. Okay, maybe you can share with me what would you normally ask your student to do if I'm given a case that there's a 20 marks on the questions. Right, you forgot to mute unmic. Wu Yanchao.
不好意思，我忘开那个了。
Yes. Okay, so what would you suggest if 20 marks is allocated for that questions?
20 marks.
For your exam, right? The question 1 is given 20 marks. How many points that you need for that questions?
老师，这个问题我有点没太听懂，不好意思。问题我没听懂，不是说那个
If the questions is allocated 20 marks for that questions, how many points that you need for that questions?
Is our assignment?
Not only assignments in your exam. Assignment and also exam is the same.
哦，就是您刚刚讲的那个吗？
对。
您刚刚讲的那个，我觉得那个是小论文，上面就是说analysis the two companies, and I will try to introduce and then use body, the body, and the conclusion about this.
I think you are not with me just now. You're doing something else. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We get another friends. Tian Fu Wen, you listen to your friends because this is about exam. Okay. Tian Fu Wen,
Okay.
Can you try to explain to me in English because we still have our friends like Frederick.
So 20 marks, right?
Yes.
Maybe I will request 5 to 8 points and include the inclusion.
Yes, actually, each of the points you try to make it introduction, body, and also conclusions. Actually, 8 points is very safe for you. Yeah, because if we said about 20 marks, right? If each point about 5 marks, then you need about 4 points. However, if you can give it about 8 points, then it's very secure for you.
Okay.
But you need to make sure each point, actually we calculate it as well. It depends on if you're giving about 8 points, then each of the point you just explain maybe introduction, body, and conclusion, a short introduction, a short one, a brief one, then will get you enough about to score almost 20, okay, at least, but not definitely you can get it full marks, okay? So I hope you all can understand right now. Omi, I hope you are there. Okay. The second thing is, because you all are a future of your country. Actually, I would talk about this in each of the class, okay? And I would like to talk about that because I experienced something that, because one day you all could be a leader, okay? Because you are a master, and then you should be able to think critically. The most important you learn in this is you must think critically, okay? Because you should be someone knowledge. And then actually I do face some friends of you are trying to give me some ang pao. Frederick, do you know what's an ang pao?
No, sir, no idea.
Ang pao, that means they give you a red packet. A red packet. Do you know what is that?
With money inside.
Yes.
Yeah, I want it.
It's actually the most important is the red packet is actually something like you have some greeting inside. It means some wishes inside for you, a good view for you. I don't know what is what you call in English. However, it actually should be someone married first only can give. Okay, so I might not be eligible for that for your information. However, it's up to you. But if given a student, I feel like, oh, so many. Okay, never mind. Okay, I know some of you might be I don't know, because you all said it's a Chinese culture. Okay, if you said about the ang pao is small ones, like it's just some meaningful. If you want to thank your lecturer, maybe you can do another way. Maybe like say thanks to your lecturer, or you are like trying to say hi to your lecturer when we met outside, or maybe you can actually even treat me to eat is not something like it's not so appropriate, unless it's just after you graduate, maybe we will become friends. Okay, it's no more, because when you maybe next time you need to hire me if you got any other good job. Okay, good job, you can hire me or introduce me, or you have some information to want to do research, you can look for me, because I'm PhD, and I should be a researcher. Okay, so if you have any informations for me to do this kind of research, you may look for me. And we try to avoid to give too much money to a lecturer. Else, I hope you all will not do that in the future for others. Maybe there's a good things, maybe it helps you to be promoted, but I hope you all, if one day you become a leader, you try to practice what it should be. You just imagine, if someone give you money, if, for example, me, if you give me money, only I will give you a good mark. Do you want this kind of a culture or way exists in Sergi, in our class? Will you agree that? Frederick, will you agree that? That means this is like,
No.
yeah, this is like corruptions. You can thanks in many ways, by verbal, by showing appreciations, but not with money. Next time, one day you become leader, try to avoid this kind of practice what is should be rationally being practiced and stop the corruptions. It's not the corruptions, is I might think this is not the right way, and it should be start from you all. I don't mention, I am not offense anyone, but I just hope one day we can practice it together. Since I'm your lecturer, I wish I can share this knowledge to you all, and then next time you practice it in the future. Okay? Okay, so I don't want to talk more. I know that. Okay, it's 3:28, 20 minutes. Okay, I hope you are not feeling sleepy. 20 minutes for our class. I would like to talk to you all. We will go through our lecturer. We fast today because the lecture again, going through our PPT again because we are lag behind. That day we talk about the other PPT that I share with you all, and we stop at which part? Do you still remember? Do you still remember last 2 weeks ago where we stopped it? Maybe 田赋文啦，田赋文. Do you still remember that?
Reading the annual report.
Last week we stopped at reading annual report. I thought we
Yeah,
are
we will do the reading annual report.
Is it? I thought we are stopped at the risk, the variations, right? Still remember the risk? Okay, it looks like you forgot it. Are you?
Yeah, maybe.
You forgot it.
I'm not sure.
Do you know what is risk? Can you answer me?
Oh, risk.
Yes. Can you answer
Yeah.
me?
It will happen in investment. Lose money.
Okay. Actually, risk is talking about the deviations. Okay, in the deviations, and it actually not only working in finance, investment. It actually happen in any way. You can even apply it in physics, engineering, any way. It just because your friend just remind me is a mathematic way that we talk about it is 胡彦超他是什么了啊？华语叫什么？
期望报酬率和标准差。
标准差 ，OK。In Chinese Mandarin, we call 标准差. In English, we call it variation or deviations. We say deviations. Okay. I don't know whether should I show you that's the deviations. Frederick.
Yes, sir.
What is risk?
You say?
What is risk? Risk.
The risk.
Yes. You learned it 2 weeks ago. Yes.
I have to check it back.
You need to check it back. Oh my God. Although it's not in exam, but you need to know it. The use of risk and in investment is very thorough. And then even in engineering also is very important. Okay. So then I cannot ask you what is it called in your language. Okay. Omi, are you there? Omi. Again, 是招会
What you mean by what is risk?
Risk. Can you answer me what is risk?
It's just something that you are doing hoping that it will turn good, but you are not sure about the outcome.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's a decision that you might a decision that you take right now, which is related to the future, but you are not sure of the outcome if it's really gonna happen the way you want or not. So
Yes. So variance. Actually, risk is variance. So what is variance?
variance, if I'm not wrong, I think is the difference between what we expect and what we really have as a result. If I'm not wrong.
Okay. Actually, in Chinese, we call it standard. 什么标了啊? In Chinese, they talk about it is called standard. That means or we can set is average, or we can also can set it a mean. That means what you got in your answer, the observed value, your value, observed value, difference with the average, something that you are expected to be. It's not necessarily must be average, but it's something that you are expected to be. So the difference between these two, we will call it variance. The deviations, also we call it deviation, the differences between these two. Okay, so if I'm not doing as expected, that means I'm below the expected outcome. That means I'm not doing well, right?
Yes.
So if I'm doing better, then it means I'm better. So this is called the deviations, and then we will have a standardize on it. So what they call in your language about this? What do you call in your language? Frederick, are you there? Frederick,
Yes, sir.
you don't understand, is it? That's why you are not answering, is it?
No, I want to find something first, and I just came back, so I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I asked you in your language how we talk about it. What does that mean? Deviations. Deviations.
For that, I don't know how to say that in French.
French. Are you from French?
No, in my country, we speak French.
In your country, you speak French. Where are you from?
Congo.
Congo. So I look for Congo. Caution. Is that caution? This is? No.
Ocean.
No. What is your language?
French.
French.
Yeah.
Okay, so it got how to read this?
Déviation.
Deviation. Okay. So I hope you learn it. Omi, are you there, Omi?
She also speaks French, so I'm sure she understands.
Then you will be diversion. Okay. Okay, never mind. That risk, you need to know it is applied in any way. Okay, I hope you all can learn it, and I will go through the class with you. It's 3:40. We need to break. I will go through because last week, okay, last time we are going through this PPT until I think 40. No, this not this one. Oh no! Oh my God, where is it? Okay, never mind. We stop at risk and return that time. Am I right? Yeah, hold on. Okay. So actually, I will not continue it because I will continue it you all with your lecturer. Okay, your PowerPoint PPT. Okay, it actually included, but just will be later we talk about it. So that day our PPT I will stop it. but we will talk about the risk later. Okay. So I hope you all have read about the lecturer 1 of you, which I already posted in your first class. I mean your breakboard. And today we will go through the second part. Lecturer, I will go through very fast because in your first lecturer about the PPT, we already talked about this. So I go through the lecturer with you very fast first, and then we will go into the annual report because I will more stress on annual report. I hope you all learn it because some of you might not really know how to read it yet. I need to go through it. Okay, so we will read about annual report after this 4 lecturer. Okay, I will try to talk about it because this actually you can read it yourself, and then actually it has been covered in your previous PPT. Okay, that time until we learn about risk and return. Okay, so lecture 1, read it yourself. Today we come to lecture 2, is talk about asset allocation and security decisions. So what is actually chapter 2 is talking about? It's actually meaning that because you are in investment decisions class, what we learned today is not only you can invest in stock market, although I taught a lot in annual report, we still have other place to invest. Am I right? For example, can we invest in real estate or not? It is one of the investment tools that you have. But to do the analysis, how are you going to do it? It's actually applicable also what you learn in investment as well. You need to calculate it for the time value of money and anything that you think appropriate. Okay. Okay. Before I start, I give you a 5-minute break first. I feel like you all like doing something. We will take a 5-minute break and then we will start at 3:45. Would it be okay? Okay,
OK，
Okay. 5-minute breaks. Any questions? 所以问题要问的。
是就刚刚你说那个得分的安排那一点，我刚刚还是有点卡，还不太
明白。就如果一个问题他给你啦，一个问题里面哦，他要求你的是可能，比如我讲方便一点，可能是30分。Okay, if a question given to you is 30 marks, you need to know how many points that you need to provide to that questions. If, for example, I ask you, what are the financial tools available in the market for you to invest? And I give you 30 marks. How many points you should put in? If you are going to give me 5 points, for example, what kind of points? If investment, what kind of investment that we have available right now? First, stock market, right? What else? Money market. Okay. Real estate. What else? Do you know what is a financial tools or not? Anyone can answer me? Lý Sư Yuan 你应该懂哦，思远。
对，我在。我也是有点听不明白问题。
OK。
就是在问什么？
我是问你，如果我现在的问题是问你有多少种投资工具在市场上， OK， 我给你的那个啊，你不知道啊？知道吗？你知道这样？
我知道。
啊，那边给你说要60分啊30分的话，你要给我多少个内容？是叫内容吗 ？point 叫什么？
观点是吧？8个方向，给你8个方向的观点，可以吗
？8个方向，
就是用8个角度来说这个事情。
市场上有多少个投资工具？我的问题是。
投资工具，金融工具嘛。
对，金融工具有多少种？
金融工具那就太多种了。
所以我现在只要多少种？如果我给你30分
，30分，6种。
对，差不多6种。那你就告诉我6种哦。但是6种你还要加以解释，因为你给我6种的话，就是等于1种是5分嘛，对吗？那你就要给我每一个至少要有5分的内容给我。刚刚我就说了 ，Just now I talk about it. This introduction, you need to introduce me, explain to me 2 points, and then further explain in detail, and then give me an example. 给我例子 to prove that you know it. Then the last one is conclusion. After so many things, what is your conclusion? 结论一定要有的。This is applicable in any way. If you want to do a complete things, this is what you need to do to have. Next time, if you do any report, OK 啊，田富文，可以明白了吗
？Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
OK. Frederick, I think you know what I mean, right?
No, I don't know.
I were talking about the point. How many
You're not
points that you
speaking in
need?
English.
Yes, just now actually it's repeated. It's about the point. How many points you need? They asked me how many points you need if given a case. That's the question is asking allocated about 25 marks. How many points you should put inside there? Do you know?
Me, if I have 25 marks, I don't know. I will do the way I know. Maybe I will put 10, 11.
10,
Depending
11, yeah.
How I argue that, how I can convince about it, and yeah, and I put my references, my introduction, all of that, my conclusion, and make yeah.
Yeah, you need to explain it thoroughly. It depends on how many marks. Okay, just now I forgot 田富文 just now, like Frederick said, if you are giving me 5 marks for that, then you need to make sure each mark you make it about 5 points. It must be included the introduction, body, and also conclusions. And then, for example, must give me a sample to support your answer, so that let me know that you know it. Okay, you must give me a sample. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
In case Tian Fu Wen just now Frederick is talking about, okay, maybe if he's giving me 10 points, if he is planning to give me 10 points, if the question is, for example, 30 marks, if you are giving me 10 points, then each point about 3 marks. Am I right?
Yeah.
Then you just give me a simple, briefly, short explanation per point about 3 marks. Maybe introduction, explanation, example, and conclusion. At least must be example. Okay, you can make it short, but at least, just like Frederick said, you must explain until you know the reader can understand. Because I cannot tell you, hey, I know who is Tian Fu Wen. Then I did not explain about who is Tian Fu Wen. Like you have spec all this, I did not talk about it. Then you are not answering. You did not let me know that you really know who is Tian Fu Wen. Can you understand me?
Yeah.
So you need to further explanation on that and give me an example.
Okay.
Okay, so we start our class. Okay, so B focus, because it will be very fast, because we need to go through the annual report. Am I right? So we only have a few hours left, and I need to go through about 3 lectures with you, because I would think the to go through annual report is very important, because your coursework would be focused more on annual report. Okay, so what is actually finance investment? What kind of tools that are available for you? Financial plan needs are different. Why you need why you need investment? Think why you need, because each individual have different risk tolerance and characteristics, all this. Okay, so why we need investment? Try to think about it. So what kind of investment that available in the market, the investment tool for here? Oh my god, for here you see there's an insurance. Insurance is also considered one of the investment tool. Okay, so read it yourself. What is insurance? I would think you just need to learn it, because it's not important. Okay, for me. Cash reserve. Why we need to reserve some cash? Recently, there's a very important. Why? They are talk about, previously they said at least 6 months cash reserve you should have. For example, each month expenses of me is 1,000, so I need 6,000 as my cash reserve, so that in case I lose my job, I still have money to survive for 6 months. But this pandemic make it how many months? Anyone can answer me?
12 in
Yes.
China.
Yes, it's more than 12. It's more than 12. Malaysia, okay, still have 1 month to go. Actually, it's been affected more than 12. So actually, most of the previous assumptions you have is almost all been wrong, because we need this pandemic is about 12 months. That's why I also feel like very respect, because I don't know, the business still sustain as compared to the previous crisis. All these crises, maybe the mortgage crisis in US, this time it felt like it's more serious, but it does not really stated in our financial market. I'm not sure why. Anyone know why? Anyone can tell me why? Anyone know why? Have you ever thought about this? In investment decisions, you need to know how to make your decision in the investment. Okay, so you have so many ways to invest, so many tools. You got bond, you got stock market, you have money market, you have real estate. Which one that you need to invest? You need to make some thorough analysis on it. Okay, because of time constraints, I cannot talk more. Investor lifetime. Read it yourself. This is lifetime. When you are young, you are at this age, you should be able to invest, okay, to get money. And when you are retired, you should less invest. Okay, all this, read it yourself. I will go through it and see which one is important, then I will try to talk. Portfolio analysis. We are not really focus a lot on portfolio analysis this time, but we will focus more on how you make decisions in investment. Okay, that's why portfolio, actually you should know, you might able to know it next time if you want to read it. And this portfolio analysis, actually, I has been taught you all about it. That is about the probability. Okay, if you want to make some investment in a portfolio, you need to know how to allocate the weightage. Okay, never mind. This portfolio is regarding about the weightage of portions, how you're going to invest, and the risk. As I has been taught you all about the risk and return to calculate the expected return, or during the boom time, crisis time, and also stagnant time. What is the return? That is what we call about portfolio analysis. No mind. If you still remember, then you go through it. The realistic. What is a realistic goal? Read it yourself. Okay. What a investor want to get when it want to make an investment? They need some information. What they want. What is their goals? They want to increase their money. They want to know whether that portfolio can make money, invest in which stock market is good. Okay, this is what we call about the goals. Read it if you want to know it. This is like learning what is our investor goals. How are you going to evaluate? It's a benchmark of the portfolio. Compare about the standard. Okay, we have learned about this, and I talk about this to you all. Anyone can tell me when I talk about this with you all? Anyone can answer me? No one can answer me. Frederick, can you answer me? Did I teach you all about this benchmark and also the standard, all this? When did I talk
No, you didn't talk about it. I don't remember, but I don't remember to have talked about it.
Oh, someone is looking for you, is it?
Apparently, yes. I go and go check.
Okay, so I should wait for you, okay? 来，谁可以啊？
Okay.
韩茂， have you opened your door? Frederick. Han Mao, can you answer me about this? Han Mao. Do you know my question? What is my question? I think I already taught you all about the benchmark and also the comparison of standards. When did I talk about you all about this? Oh my God. Okay, never mind. Thank you very much. Frederick, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, I show you what is the benchmark. This is the PPT. I already upload this PPT in the slide. I hope you all got it because I'm sorry that I uploaded it late. I think I put it somewhere before this, but I put it on yesterday. Really? Okay, I will show you after this. Okay, I just taught you all about the standard deviation, am I right? Last week. This is what we call about standard and benchmark. I will show you about it later when I found the PPT. Okay. Okay. This is the benchmark of it, the PPT. Later I will show you again. It looks like it's actually is the deviations I told you just now. 刚才我跟你们讲的那个叫什么？什么 standard 差什么啊烟草？
老师。
啊，刚刚那个 standard deviation 叫什么？
标准差。
对，标准差就是这个来啦 ，portfolio 就是这个 benchmark， 明白吗？
您的意思就是说，他会选择其中的一个为中间量，然后我和你相比，我是你的多少倍，或者是我比你少多少倍？
对啊 ，Yes， that's why it's a benchmark. This is talk about portfolio only. Portfolio is about the weightage one, the weightage one, okay? And you actually compare about the standard. That's why the portfolio reflect the risk preference. You are calculating about the risk. Okay, the difference here is that one is individual. This one is portfolio. That means it's actually combined of 3 investments. But in exam, we will not talk about this kind of things, okay? Only one thing you need to know is risk. You need to know about risk only, okay?
Okay.
Okay, risk will not cover in your exam, not important, but it should be very important. That's why I don't want to give exam because it's not easy to understand for you all. Although I'm trying my best to explain to you. The possibility, all this, we have individually. Later, maybe I can try to look out the previous calculation we have. Okay, I will download it because I post it in there. This is about individual. Portfolio means a few of them, which I taught you all about that. For example, one of the portfolio weight is during the crisis time or boom time or stagnant time, you will have different return. So you need to calculate the expected return. That with what we call portfolio expected return. Okay. Never mind. Not covered in exam. I don't want to confuse you. Okay. So what is? This is important. Why we need to do investment? What is the objective of investment? Why we need to do an investment?
Making money.
Yes. Then this is
we wanna make money.
It's not only making the money. The most important is you keep your capital preserved. Why we want to keep it preserved? Why? Because of inflation. If I have 1,000 today, there's an inflation next year, this year, 10%. With the 1,000 I have, can I still purchase the same things next year? Still remember the case I give you all regarding about the car and loan? The car that we can buy 10 years ago, is that I can use the same money to buy the same car with the current price or house? Still remember the house that I explained to you all? Again, never mind. The most important is we need to preserve our capital because we have the inflation. What is inflation? That means your money get devalued from time to time. inflation is 通货膨胀. Okay, if there's a inflation or 通货膨胀 exists, that means your money is getting less and less. So you invest so that your capital can be appreciated more than you are making money. If appreciate same, then you are making the preserve. If you are making loss, then you are losing your money. Am I right, Frederick?
Yes.
Yes. This is why we want to make it preserve. We want it to make it an income. And also the total investor want the portfolio to grow over time to meet the future. This is the objective of investment, why we want to make investment. Okay? Okay? Okay, then this is talk about personal investment, where when you are 25 above, I think most of you are 25 above right now. So what you should do when you are 25, around 25, because you want to give you are young right now, and you should be focused on more income growth potential. Okay, so if you are 65 years old, do you still need to do the risk as this one do? Should you? Different age will have different investment. This is talk about personal investment, which some theory that you need to know. When your age, you should make investment, am I right? Why? Because you afford it. If you are 65 years old, I give you a case, a true case. I got a friend. Perhaps I can say myself, okay, me, actually me, it happened to me, but I'm not 65 years old, fortunately. Have you ever heard about some auntie, uncle, their age is about 65, and then someone cheat them to make some investment, and then they put a lot of money inside, and then they lose all their retirement fund, and then they become very poor? How they are going to live their life? Right? Right? So when you are 65, it is suggested don't be too risky when you do investment. Okay? Understand? 好方方?
Yeah, teacher.
Yes, can you understand what I mean?
Yes.
So when you are young, what should you do?
Investment.
Yes. Okay. You should able to take more risk. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I will. Oh, it's only 12. My God. Hey. So you have different age. You should have different investment risks. Okay. Okay. It's 4:05. We will have a 5-minute break. Okay. Any questions? Thanks. 有人有问题要问我吗？ Anyone have questions for me?
老师是不同的人群有不同的投资方式和习惯，是吧？
对，其实这个因为这个是谈到什么？这个是谈到这个personal， 因为 because of this lecture, it talk about investment, so at least some theory you need to know. That's why if you are in different age, you should have different risk level. Any other questions? 可以吗？李思远，你明白啊？
哦，明白，就是，要考虑他以后有没有能力去承受这个风险，是吧？
对，你一定要量力，你不要突然间一下子，你承受这个风险是你承受不了的，你一下子输到完你就惨了。
明白了。
Okay, I just updated the latest this PPT for you, but it should not be your PPT because your PPT should be based on this one. Your PPT should be based on this one. Okay, you need to read all this. Okay, but I give you extra one. Okay, your PPT is all here. Okay, go to your billboard and then go for PPT. All your PPT is here. Regarding about previous one, the one that I'm going to show you is here, is more complete. However, you will learn it also in the future. Okay, that means in here you will learn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, it's 4:10, very fast. Okay, last week we actually the calculation also I need to show you. Okay, last week we talked about we actually go for some calculation in the Excel file. Okay, I taught you all about standard deviations. Okay, when we want to calculate the standard deviations and we have a probability inside, that means that it's a portfolio investment. If we ignore about the probability only here, then it will be only the individual variance. No matter how, this is what we call a standard deviations or standard or variance of risk. Okay. A portfolio, the difference is portfolio is combination of a few investment. I come back to here. I taught you all about these variants, still remember, okay? Do you know this file I already upload in your PPT, your billboard is here. You all asked me to give it to you, okay? You can read, get the file here, okay? This is the file that I'm opening and try to explain to you that just now you all don't know about the portfolio things, right? This is the portfolio that we already discussed previously, okay? This is the percentage. So this is the expected return that we want to calculate the variance. The variance total here actually is the standard we have. And this is actually the expected return. That's why each performance compared to this one is what we call about the standard. This is standard, that means standard deviation. Okay, and actually I couldn't find the things that I show you all regarding about. Do you still remember? Still remember the crisis? I need to look for that file maybe later. Boom time and also stagnant time, the return. Return during this time maybe 10%. 10%. This one 5%. This one maybe 20%. I don't know whether you still remember. If you can remember it, try to remember it. Okay, this is what we call a portfolio, because we need to get the average return expected from different situations, portfolio. And this is the standard deviations. Individual, I compare with these two companies, and then we are looking for the standard deviations, is actually a standard different among them. Okay, so if we keep going on this slide, actually it covered at the back. That's why I come back to you all. This is a risk audit that you will learn in the next few lecture. Okay, are you with me? 田富文，明白我在讲 Do you understand what I'm meaning right now?
Yeah.
Understand? No.
Understand.
Okay, never mind. The most important is portfolio. I will just keep through. If you can get it, you get it. If you cannot get it, I cannot wait, because I still have so many lecture, and I still need to teach you all about the reading about the annual report. Okay. Some mistake that you could make in investment PPT, I hope you all can read it yourself, but I will still go through it if I'm required. That you make a wrong diversification. Do you know what is diversifications? That means you are not only invest in stock market, you also invest in the real estate, and then you put a wrong justification. You have stock A, stock B, stock C, or you make a wrong investment on stock B. Okay, this is what we call the mistake, common mistake you would make. Read it. Stop trading, too much trading. Read it yourself. So many, 36 PowerPoint. Okay. The importance of asset allocations, what you should consider. Read it yourself, okay? PPT. stock fund invest in 1997 standard would have averaged 70. You need to calculate after tax all this. Not important. Return and risk. Return and risk. This is what we learn about the risk and return, which you cover in here. I taught you all. Maybe if you don't understand, this is what we call standard deviation is the risk. So it's talking about return and risk here. Next time, return and risk actually is the meaning of this one. If you still recall, 2 weeks ago we talked about this. This is our average return. And this is the risk that you have in the investment. Okay? This is return and this is risk. That's why we learn it also, risk and return. Asset allocations, which you have learned it in this. The probability, okay? The probability of the portfolio is actually mean of the portfolio that we also talking about asset allocation. That means if you have 10,000, you have stock A, stock B, and stock C. How are you going to invest it? For example, we come back this case last week. We have Genting and also Top Group that I already taught you all. In this case, which one should I invest? Which one is more less risk that I should invest? Anyone can tell me or not? Based on the standard deviation. Wow. Hu Yanchao.
I'm here. It's B. The company A and B, and we think the B is don't have too much risk.
This one is not. This is B. Is it? Are you meaning?
Yes. Then you give us standard, and we can conclude it's B.
Conclude is B. Which one is more risk at here for these two cases?
If you can give me the Excel, I'm a little bit forget.
This is the Excel. Actually, the Excel I uploaded here. I've uploaded in your learning material here.
And you give us A and B companies. Yes.
Okay, A and B. This is business. So right now it's actually come to these two companies. Which one should you choose?
I think the standard is small. The risk is lower.
So which one?
I don't see the screen.
You cannot see my screen. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I did not share. I'm sorry. Oh my God, you all did not. Why is no one tell me about this? Oh my God.
Yeah. And
I saw it's my problem.
You all should let me know. I might forget. Okay, I put it here in your BB. This is the calculations. Okay, you can get it from your BB and here. Okay.
Yeah.
And these two. Which one will you choose?
The first one, GENTING.
Yes, correct. If we base on the risk, we should choose this one. Okay. Oh my God. Fortunately, I thought you all. Oh my God. You make me so worried just now. Okay, so that means I'm not showing you all the PPT just now. No wonder all of you. Oh my God. Okay. We are in here. Okay, we are in here. Asset allocations. Oh my God. I don't know that this is lecture 2. You all must go to your PPT. what you all should go to download a lecturer is in here, okay? It's in here. You just read all this, okay? There's one extra one I give you all is in here. If you want it, you can read it. And actually this one cover most of what available here, okay? So for your class, you just need to read here, all right? I give you extra. Actually, I was explaining about what is the allocation and all these is actually I compare with you all about this one. This is what we call about portfolio analysis, which you will have a few combination of investment. That's why we call it portfolio. It also can be come to some cases that for this, just now I was explaining about during the boom time, the return about stagnant maybe 5%, all this. So if you just take a average of 8, then this is what we call about portfolio expected return. Okay, if we take a average of this, okay, of course it depends on how you put in the probability. We still have one probability here, okay. Then if you put in the probability 0.5 and all these all together must be a similar 1, because how many percent of it here? For example, this one I give it 3 and then 0.2. Okay, so this is all these combined after you calculate it. This is what we call about the portfolio return. Okay, expected return. So we continue. What is a common? Read it yourself. Okay. And allocation, this one I don't want to talk about it. And then relative, this one I don't want to talk about that. Bond market investment have a few, and then it talk about bond market. You learn about what is investment available, because the question might ask you how many option financial tools that you have and why you choose different one. Can you understand what my question is? Right now we have stock market, am I right? We learn more about stock. Do we have real estate investment? Do we also have money market investment? So which one will you choose in different time period? You need to know it. Okay, the question might ask you like this. Frederick.
Yes, sir.
Why I did not show the screen and you did not let me know?
Because I was eating.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, this is work performance. I don't want to talk about this. It's wasting the time. Read it yourself, okay? It's not important, I will say. But you can read it for your own knowledge. Okay? Finish lecture 2. Okay? Maybe I will spend more time next time if we can finish about the because this is very boring. I will talk to the annual report later, okay? So the organization and functioning of securities, how it perform. What is market? Can you understand through this chapter? It is trying to explain to you what kind of thing involved in the stock market. For example, who actually when we want to invest the stock market, someone has to make a regulation or make it working. Am I right? Am I right? For example, in China, what is the organization that to make sure this all stock market can be functioning? Anyone can tell me? Li Si Yuan, 你懂吗？李思远 懂吗？思源，
我在，
你还在找啊？
我没有在找，我这个房间进人了。
你知道我的问题是什么吗 ？Do you know what is my question？
组织
啊？组织 ？There must be when you're trying to make an investment, right? Okay. For example, if you want to buy a stock, okay. Frederick, I hope you can understand me. Frederick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You know what I means, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Some 证券行 it's called 证券行. Okay. Who is actually trying to control about in China 证券行? I think it's 上海证券行 is it? Or 深圳. Do you know? 胡彦超，你能答吗？
您是问的是上海证券交易所和深圳是谁来管吗？
对，交易所，对，就是深圳上海证券交易所。This is what we call the organization that is working on the functioning of the security market. Do you know what is a security market?
二级市场。
啊？
没有，我只问一下，我说是不是二级市场
？No, security market means stock market. In English, they call it security market. Frederick?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what is stock market? Security market?
Yeah, I know stock market. I know what is stock market.
But you don't know what is a security market?
No, for real. That one is my first time.
Okay, for Chinese, okay? For Frank, take place less must fair share.
It's like grocery.
Yeah, so you know what is it,
Yeah, I know that. That I know.
Okay, Omi, are you there? Omi. Omi. Okay, the line is not good, is it? You're trying to talk, but I cannot hear you. Okay, thanks. So this is the organization to ensure you can buy a stock market. They are organizing it. They are the one who make a regulation and control about it. Okay? There's a middleman to make sure it is working. Okay? So this one, read it yourself. What is market? Do you need me to read it for you? Huh? What is the characteristic of good market? Liquidity, low transaction cost. Yeah, this is very dependable. Okay, liquidity, that means if you want to purchase a stock, right, sometimes it's not easy for you to liquid, but the most important I would say is price. Okay, some of the country have very high liquidity. For example, China, Hong Kong, I think, and also US have a very high liquidity. Why? Because there's so many buyer and seller available. So we said it's a good market because the liquidity is very fast and the transaction cost. This is very subjective. Why? Because even in Malaysia, what we have in Malaysia about the organizations that we talked about just now is called Bursa Malaysia. And the low transaction cost actually is very dependable. For example, in Malaysia, even you have a different security company also will have different rate on it. Okay, I hope you can understand, but this is not important. I skip it. Primarily, market and also secondary market. Anyone can tell me what is the difference about that? Do you know stock market got primary and secondary market, but not
Yes.
all have? Who can tell me about that? Wu Yan-san, can you tell me? No. Okay, I will explain to you. Primary market is the main board. Sometimes you can heard about main board and secondary board. Okay, some of the market may have the third board as well. That is, they call it S market. S market. S market. That one. That means they have a few category. You see, S market is Malaysia. It's like something like that company is not that reliable. A good market, or we call it the blue chip market, normally will be available in the main market, or we said primary market. Okay, normally it will in the main board. It's called main board. Okay, so for example, those big company, for example, in China, maybe we will say about the Mao, 什么毛酒 the Mao Jiu should be listed. Maotai should be in the main. That one should be listed in the primary market. In Malaysia, for example, the Genting. In Malaysia, there's a slightly difference. In Malaysia, there's a slightly difference because previously Malaysia have 3 market. Right now they make it 1. So S market, I think not available already. I'm not sure recently. They actually to merge the primary and secondary. The difference between primary and secondary, it can be due to their capital or their income. Whether the company, okay, one of the very easy to understand, big company, very good company or reliable company, it will be in the primary market. Secondary market would be some not that good company, or the company capital is small, lower than the primary market, then it will be available in the secondary market. Okay, second board market we said. Okay, okay. We will have 5-minute break. I know you are boring already. Wu Yan-san, do you understand already?
Actually, I not really understand, and searching in the internet to learn the between in the primary.
So have you know the difference between them? What is said about secondary market and also primary market?
Not really.
Huh?
The primary.
Your line is not good. Never mind, Wu Yan-san, it's okay. Wu Yan-Chao, 你要想吗？还是要休息？ It's time for a rest. 5 minutes 啊，你要讲吗？懂吗？你应该懂哈。
我有一个问题想请教一下您，我这个有点拿不准。
OK。
就是说，我们公司在发行证券的时候，它一般都是包销嘛，就是找一个证券商帮他卖。那么如果说他把他的股票拿给证券商，就是卖的时候，他是不是就是一级市场？
就是什么？
一级市场，因为一级市场是新发股，是这个意思吗？
不是
吗？
Okay.
因为那么我怎么才能去买新发股呢？新股。
Okay. 新发股是 we said what is 新发股 is IPO. Actually, which board that you are IPO? But you see, it looks like the world market have different meaning. So actually, it depends on company also. That means a country. You see, this is Investopedia. It said it's different. That means primary and secondary. There's a different meaning across the countries. So I just know it now. Okay, word to understand how bond the capital.
哦，你回来啦？
是我回来了，一直都在这里。
哦，我妈。
Okay, you see, we take the US market. You see, when the primary school company sell stock and bond to the public for the first time for the IPO. That's why you said about China. The secondary market is basically the stock market referred to the New York Exchange stock, the Nasdaq. Okay, so it's true. Okay, it looks like as being stated here, different country will have different meaning. So actually, never mind. We will not exempt about this. Okay, you can skip it. But I would like to tell you is, you can look it here. Is maybe China is following what's being used by US. Maybe what you said is true. I'm not sure about this kind of working. For Malaysia, we used to have two boards. For example, but I'm not sure about US also. You see, the stock exchange actually is talking about Nasdaq. Why there's a secondary market and primary market? In Malaysia is they categorize it. Big company, reliable company will be available in the primary market. Secondary is for smaller company. The company is not that big. That will be in the secondary market. For US, it looks like the Nasdaq 指数. Nasdaq actually is a technology board. That means in US, it make it Nasdaq as the second board. That means 纳斯达克指数 is for technology, if you know about it. Right? Do you know about it?
Sir, so in the world, if I understand, majority of things happen in the secondary market, not primary, right?
Sorry, again?
Most of transaction happen in the secondary market, right? Not the primary.
If based on here, it's based on here, it looks like it is. You're correct, huh? This is what Hu Yanchao said, China also like that. Malaysia is not. Malaysia is it depends on the your capital and also your income and also your income revenue. That means your revenue and also your capital. You will separate it like that. So you are right. Then it will be secondary market. Normally will be traded on that. So it become it's an IPO. That's why it said the world market can have different meaning. Okay. So this is the first time I learned about this, and I try to read about what is stated here. There's no secondary market here. Never mind, this is not important. Okay, you know it. It's different meaning. It's not important. Go on.
So how many are we in this class?
Okay, what is your questions? Actually, this is not important. Again, what is your questions?
How many are we in this class?
3 hours.
No, how many people?
Should be 16. Should be 16. That's why I don't know why this is Milo. Who is Milo? Hey, Milio. Who is Milio? I don't know. Never mind, it's okay. Zhang Yifan. Never mind, it's not important. Okay, it's always like that. Okay, okay. Primary, secondary, then we make it. There's no secondary here, so primary will be IPO market. It's like Huyan Chao said, but different meaning lah. In different country, different meaning. So not important. Okay, not important. The exam will not ask this nothing. Huh?
I have a question.
Yes.
How much a master student is supposed to earn?
Sorry?
How much is master student is supposed to earn?
How much is?
Yeah, salary. If I got my master, how much I'm supposed to be paid?
I'm not sure. You means your fee, is it?
Yeah, of course. How much they have to pay me? Because you know I cannot be paid same with a degree student, right? Because if it's like, guess why am I studying then master? So my salary need to be higher than that, right? Because I will have my master, right?
Yes.
So how much difference between me and the degree student?
Oh, it depends on your country, I think. Why you ask me like that?
I was just wondering if it's worth it to do my master.
Are you doing your master right now?
Of course. That is a master class, right?
Then I will tell you why. Okay, actually you all is doing a master account. You also master account, right?
No, MBA finance.
You are MBA finance. Very good. Why I always ask MBA finance, okay? MBA, I think I'm also MBA, okay? The most important MBA is your critical thinking. Actually, for accounting, I cannot say much, okay? For MBA, right? The most important is your thinking and the way you are doing. If you can learn about, for example, what I'm trying to teach you all right now, I would think lecturer, this PPT, you should read it yourself. That's why I feel like we should have our initiative to read it ourselves. What you should learn is about practical things. This is what should be an MBA student to have. Okay. However, there are master students here. We will teach the same thing because it's about the investment decision since they are in the class. That's why all these what we learn right now is more to theory. If you know about theory, then you know the critical thinking. You need to know how to apply it. That's why I always emphasize you need to know to understand it and then give your own opinion. Because what we want to have a master student is your critical thinking or the way you know how to do things. The critical thinking or your own thinking, but you must do some. You learn about strategy management in my class, right? Actually, should learn it very, very well in strategy management because whatever you do in MBA next time, whatever you do, you need strategy. You need to know how to do things. A strategy management is a way to make you clear. So what we learn about here is today, lecture is about theory. So how we are going to use this theory in the practical. That's why I always want to go with you all with the stock market because I do get some feedbacks from some student last student that they said after the MBA they don't even know how to read the annual report. That's why I'm very particular on that, and it seems like overseas lecturer also look at this very critically. Okay, so if you are a master student graduate, maybe you get job easier because they will assume a master would have better rationale, better knowledge. And most important is master must have own thinking, no matter you are in master science or you are in MBA. Okay, so that's why master account students, I think they also need to know further more about account. This is, but it's something like you maybe I also not sure about secondary market. So right now only I know it's difference. Okay, what I learned last time is difference, but primary and secondary we did not focus on that, because I would say exam is not, because they will not ask you, hey, it should be this one in this or not. Okay, so for master account student, actually there's someone talk about that. I don't know whether should I talk about it. It's actually, I think master account student, next time you will try to get the ACCA or this, right? You should be someone very good in account, okay? And what you need to know good in account, next time you need to come out is do your audit things. Then you need to very familiar with the account, and then you must need to how to prepare the report, annual report as well. Why I know how to read the annual report? Because I used to work as an auditor. I used to work for 3 months. Actually, I was thinking about to take accounting, but at last I choose not to, because I felt like it's not it's not suit for me. But master account, after you get this, I think most of you might go to get ACCA all this. For MBA, you must be someone very practical. It's just like if you have a physics friends and also engineering friends. Frederick, do you have this kind of friend?
No, I have IT friends.
You have IT friends. IT friends is like engineering, I think. The most important is you have your knowledge. How are you going to use it in your practical? Okay? Okay?
Okay.
If you can think critically, your boss might like you because you can think completely. For example, you all have been learned the investment. If you really learn about it, I already told you. Even in this case, I already talked to you all last time. High risk, high return, am I right? Okay, so in this case, we should choose the low risk one or high risk one?
Low.
Low. That's why if you are choosing this one, I did not make any money. I making lose. However, do you think that the high risk will also make me definitely make money? No. Why? Do you still remember there's a top price, the highest price of the top group? If you buy during the time, will you make any money? Okay, I actually watch back our class, our last class. I talked to you all and taught you all about the price, whether we should buy 2020 or not, or 2019 or not. If you can read it back, I already talked to you all. This is what we call theory. It's not something practical. So in practical way, how are we going to do it? That's why I need to go with you all with annual report, because I think Li Siyuan, I give you some explanations and you give me some feedback that you never thought about that kind of thing should be available. Am I right, Li Siyuan? Li Siyuan, do you know my question? 吓坏我了你们 Frederick, is my English very no good?
It's not okay. Clear? It's a normal English, sir.
Huh?
It's a normal English. It's okay. I don't find anything wrong with your English.
Okay, never mind. It's not important. Okay, I will teach you all the most important things that at least I hope can inherit you to share with you all. Okay, so this all still you all the critical thinking. Okay, for your questions, I cannot answer. answer you too many, to spend too much time on that. Critical thinking. If you are good, your boss will like you. Then your salary might increase. Okay. If you are good, you do some investment, maybe you can make some money from there. Am I answer you, Frederick?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Okay, I got it. So we continue our class, okay? I'm so worried about because you are going to do your coursework soon, because we already got the pre-agreement from Ukraine, okay? Will be released to you very soon, okay? So why secondary important? Because all these okay, read it yourself. It's not important. Bond market. Do you know what is the bond market? Why there's a secondary bond market? Okay, that means secondary for them is a market for you to make trading. Okay. Hu Yanchao, you're correct. It looks like China, US and China is the same. That means IPO is a primary market. Secondary market is for the place for your trading. In Malaysia, there's no secondary market. We only have one primary market. Previously, we have three market, which is primary market, secondary market, and also the X market. We call it board. First board, second board, third board. It being categorized based on the company capital and also revenue. Okay, so this is not important. Never mind, it's not important. Secondary bond market. So you know what is bond market? 你们知道什么叫做 Okay, I am talking too fast. Now I know because your friends told me. Okay, okay. 小景你在吗？小景
在。
我是不是你可以知道我在说什么吗？
差不多吧。
Okay, 好，那就好。Okay, I talk too fast because I am in hurry. Okay. Okay, we skip this. Read it yourself. Okay, secondary bond market. We have stock market and also bond market. I hope you know what is bond market. What is bond market? Bond market is a 平单 market. 债券 market. So what is 债券 market? I hope, or me, I hope you know about bond market. Bond market is like you are making the company issue some loan to you, and then they agree to pay you for a certain interest for certain time, and then you trade on the bond market, and there's a way to calculate the bond price, bond value. Okay, it's quite complicated. I must admit that I'm not that good on that. However, it's not important in this investment as long as you know the bond market, the risk is lower because it's some sort of like agreeable returns, but the return is low as compared to stock market. Okay, I will try to reduce my speed. Secondary market, I don't want to talk about this. Read it yourself. Exchange market. Okay, dealer, broker, what's the difference of it? Read it yourself. It's not important. That means you need to know lah, because what is the exchange market? Who are doing that? Actually, it's a broker, dealer, and also specialist. Okay, for example, if you try to invest, right, there will be some broker to help you to open the account, and then you can make the transaction in the market. Okay, it also depends. Sometimes, for example, right now we are actually using phone apps. You can straight away purchase from there. Okay. What are the stock market listing? Not important. Okay, China got Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Congo got what? Congo got what? No, right? One market only. Frederick.
There is no market.
You told me only one stock market, right? Only one stock only, is it?
That is in Nigeria.
In Nigeria. Oh, okay. There's a one I think Myanmar. Do you know where is Myanmar? Anyone know where is Myanmar? 缅甸。
Aung San Suu Kyi.
Aung San Suu Kyi. Oh my God. 缅甸 缅甸 only have 6 stocks only, if not mistaken. 6 stocks like that, or few stock only. You only can buy these 6 stocks like that. This is talking about what kind of stock market available in the world. It's not important actually. You can visit yourself, you can search online, everything. Transitions is not important. What will change, not important. The current status, this is not important. Read it yourself. Would it be okay? Okay, this is what I maybe I need to limit order. Okay. Limit order is actually to order the stock, not important. That the limit drop margin also, I don't want to talk about this. Margin is talking about when you want to invest, you borrow money from them and how many money you can play. For example, if I want to buy 100,000 cost of stock market, then I put it in margin. I put in margin, that means I only paid for 20,000 only for 100,000 being trade. What we call margin in Chinese Mandarin, we call it 马子 or 马仔 广东话. This is like gambling. If you can heard about those people that they play stocks, they invest in stock, and then they commit suicide, 他们自杀. This is because of this margin, because they only pay a little money, maybe a small portion, maybe 20% to get 100,000 value of money. 你如果玩10万的股票，你只需要给22万罢了。但是如果你一输钱，你就输很多了。所以人家这种就是投资自杀的。你们认识一些有钱人啊，那种中国的那种不能的他们突然间有钱，突然间没有钱，就是玩这些了。Okay, margin is like you are actually using a small money to get more value. That's why if suddenly the market drop, then you lose money. That means you have the problem to pay it, because you are losing the money that you don't afford to pay at that time. So that's why it actually make a lot of people commit suicide. Okay, Frederick, Omi, I hope you also there, Omi. The Arnold is disappeared. Okay, margin. I don't want to talk about that because this is very specific and then useless. Okay, and that means when you really want to make margin, I would recommend you not to play margin. Okay, if your husband or your wife going to play margin, please make sure he or she knows it well. Okay, so I consider finished. I don't want to talk about lecture 3 anymore. Okay, you read it yourself. Would it be okay? Very boring. 是不是很闷啊？ Okay, I don't want to talk about it's 5 o'clock. I give you a break 5 minutes. Later, then I will go to the annual report. We come back to the annual report, which is the more important that I would like to talk more. Okay, I will try to get some stock price. Okay, so before I give you 5 minutes break, what is security market? I just give you what is chapter 4 talking about. You know the Nasdaq index, right? 纳斯达克指数. Do you know? Anyone does not know about Nasdaq index?
Don't know it.
Listen, Lee Xing Chen, you don't know?
Don't know it. Nasdaq.
Okay, so Nasdaq, okay.
Nasdaq.
纳斯达克指数. Oh, I can go to here. Okay, actually index is like the 深圳指数. Nasdaq Okay, I go to finance. There's so many index. You see, Nikkei index, SSE index, Shanghai index, Hong Kong index, Shanghai Shenzhen index, Sensex. I don't know. All these. Okay, and do you ever do you know what is this index, right? Roughly know about what is that, right? Heard it before? Have you? So, do you know how are we going to calculate this Nasdaq or the Hang Seng Zhishu? Do you know how we calculate it?
How to calculate it?
Frederick, do you know?
No, sorry, don't know.
Okay. Actually, it also based on percentage. I can actually explain to you all about this. This is about a bit statistic. It about boring. Okay, maybe give me 5 minutes. I give you all break. I feel like you all started to confuse already. So we will have a 5-minute break. This one is not important, but I will roughly let you know what is it. Okay. Okay, we will have a 5-minute break. We come back 5:09. Okay. 应该知道，但又不是重要，应该要怎么办？哦，哦，想对了。patient OK，问一下你们嘛，今天上课大家可以明白，其实我也是讲着这个 lecturer PPT 而已啊。你们这 lecturer 其实你们可以自己读的，因为我被逼要跟你们 go through。OK， 所以我不知道我跟你们 go through 的时候你们能明白吗？李思远，你可以给我指导一下吗？
我可以明白。
你真的可以明白吗？
我真的可以明白，就是有的时候问问题的时候没听清楚在问什么。但是我看你的 PPT 可以看懂。
看 PPT 能看懂，那就好。OK， 田馥文，谢谢啊，李思源。田馥文，今天你可以明白我在讲什么吗？
不怎么明白，我已经在搜了。
你在搜什么？
就搜那种解释那种，有的就没怎么听懂嘛。
没什么听懂，你在搜什么？你是因为今天我讲的都是 PPT 里面的东西啊。PPT 你可以读啊，但是你给我讲一下 PPT 里面什么东西你不懂？
就是看了一遍解释之后，然后看不懂，然后再自己搜一下看看。
OK， 那个可以，因为 OK actually if you are around OK PPT you have to read it because it will actually appear in the exam because there will be some theory part. Okay. Okay, there will be theory part that you need to know also. However, still, how to read the annual report is more important because it consists your assignment and also your exam. Exam will be some of the theory part. Okay, so PPT you can read it as well. Okay.
OK.
所以如果是 PPT 你读不明白 if you don't understand after you read your PPT, you can let me know. Okay. I know the PPT consists of so many, but we still have one revisions. I will tell you which one is important, which one is not important. I think all of us know, but actually I will also try to whatever I will be, if it is approved, whatever to be given to you would be something that you will know, you should know when that means I'm not purposely making something is very hard for you, but the most important is you know how to justify it. You need to convince me, convince your reader. Okay, make sure, tell us that you know about that. Okay, I know the PPT will be a lot. If you read it, you just have to read it. During the revision, I still will tell you which one is important. Okay, by the way, if you are giving the chance to take home exam, then I think the most important you know where to find your answer. Okay, and the most important, that's why it still comes to your critical thinking. Okay, Frederick, have you heard me?
Yeah, I heard you, sir.
Yes, very good. I know PPT quite a lot, but it's not all important, but you have to know. You just read it lah, you know it. Okay, we still have revisions. Okay, I will tell you which one is important. Okay, by the way, for me, from time to time, actually I am already teaching you all. Okay, for me, if the exam is get approved. Okay, whatever you learn, still your thinking. Okay, you need to justify it. It's not something like you need to, it's very hard to understand. What is secondary school? What is secondary market? What is primary market? No. I will not come up with this guy, but I'm not sure it will be very hard. Maybe I will ask you, if this is the situations, what and why you do so? What you recommend us to do? Okay, this is what the question will be. Okay, we start our class. Okay, what is indexes? Okay, Frederick, Omi, English, still English. Index is something like you need a benchmark. Benchmark, what is benchmark? Benchmark means there's a base mark, base. I'm sorry that I might need to put in some Mandarin because we have a lot of China students, and I hope because English sometimes I don't want the communication become a problem for your knowledge. Okay, so I will try to put in some Mandarin. Please don't complain me. Okay, it's like a benchmark, so that's why you need how I think all of you have learned how to calculate the inflation rate. Am I right? Have anyone don't know how to calculate inflation rate? You 吗？有谁没学过？你们全部都懂吗？田富文，对，你 OK， 你还有呢？还有谁 ？OK 啊 ，So I try to explain Actually, the inflation rate, if you look at this this formula how to calculate the inflation rate? Actually, this is the price for the base price, and this is the difference of it. Okay, this is how we calculate our inflation. However, when we try to talk about indexes maybe would be like this. For example, if you are buying a beer, okay, maybe I will sell a beer, okay. This is year 1999. The price of the beer is maybe 5 renminbi, okay. I would say this is our base year. Sometimes we will talk about base year. Why we say base year? It means this is what for us to compare. 我们比较的数目，我们比较的So let's say 2000, 2001. 2003 okay So in 2000 it become 8, then this one it become 9, then this one become 12, this one become 20. So we want to calculate our inflation rate is we are using this one, deduct this one, then if I don't want to talk about, never mind, I straight away go to index. Okay, I straight go to index. So how are we going to calculate the index? Actually, the index is equal to this one divided by the base year. Actually, time 100. Okay, so I calculate it the same. Actually, okay, actually this is fixed, sorry. Okay, never mind. Because it is base year, I must divide it by 5 because it is my base year. Okay, so in year 2001, actually the index become 180. Until 2020, it's become 400. That means 4 times of 1999. Can you understand this, Tian Fu Wen?
Yeah.
You know, you can understand, right? Okay, this is our base year. Okay, our base year. If we want to calculate the percentage, then we will calculate, but index, we will look at this. So this index is this. Okay, Do you understand what I mean? This index, it also have to calculate the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq maybe start from, right now it's 13,000, am I right? Right now, right now, the Nasdaq maybe it's 13,000, okay? Today, 2021, okay? Maybe 2020 is 10,000. 2019 is maybe 9,000. This is index. Can you understand right now?
Yeah.
So you know if it's 13,000, it increase, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, this is 9,000. But to calculate this index, actually it is a combination of a lot of stock market, a lot of stocks, a lot of company. 公司的价钱 it actually a lot of companies price. Calculate. You need to calculate it based on some weightage like this to get 9,000. For example, this is the way to calculate it. This is the index. Okay, this is the index. You just imagine this is 13,000. Okay, and this is different stock. They will put a weightage on it so that to compute it to come out with the price of index of here. Any questions? Do you understand? 我们讲成分股，
Can you come
成
back
分
to Excel, please?
Okay, Excel. My God, can I still go through the? Okay, Excel. Okay.
Yeah, why you calculated the things, the precision. Okay, can you click on the 100? I want to see how you find it. 160. The index, yeah.
160. Because I use the 8 divided by 5. Because 5 is the base year.
8 divided by 5. Okay.
Okay. So actually it increased 60% of the price.
Okay.
Right? So it keep on increase, so it keep on increase until 400 index. Normally until 400, right? They feel like too high, right? This one maybe because Nasdaq maybe come to 13,000, no? Keep on increase until 13,000 one day.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. So assume this is stock price, but we have a 5, right? How we have this price? It maybe it consists of a few company to be the 5. For example, this is 5, this is 5. I calculated based on 5. Maybe we have a stock A, stock B, stock C. Okay. So this stock, to become 5, right? Total will be 5. Okay. So maybe this one maybe I put it the weightage 30%. This is 60%. This is maybe 10%. So I will calculate times it. 哇，这个也是很难呢，我要怎样算呢？ Maybe the price is this is maybe 5 ringgit. Not 5 lah. This is 3. Very hard to get 5 lah. I just got like so I times it this one times this one, and then actually I sum out this. Actually, this is mean of this 5. Can you understand what I mean? So for example, this is the stock A, so the index will be start from here is 2.9. 2.9. I just put it here, 2.9, and then it become 3, and then become 5, and then become 100, maybe 9, then 20. Not 20 lah, 12. Okay. So you see the index keep on increase until 1,1300. Can you understand? Okay. This is what we call, this is weight. This is statistic actually. This is actually not important in our class, but I need to, oh my God. Okay, price. So it actually came out with this index. Okay, because the class I need to explain to you. Okay, I try to make it so you know. With these all combinations, we can get a stock price. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So far you understand,
Yeah.
So if I am a bad one, stock A belong to my company. Stock A, I have invest some money on it. I make it 0.6, and then this one only 0.2, and then this one is 0.2. So the index change. Am I right? Okay. Maybe you cannot understand. This is combination about this, right? So I come back to here. So actually, this Nasdaq price is actually consist of, I think it's 100 stock. Shenzhen, I don't know how much, but there's a weightage on it. 这些股票呢，它都有成分股在里面的。So 成分股 how many? You see, 50 only. So maybe like this. Okay, SSI. SSI 是什么？东西在那边阻住人。Oh my god， 这个东西可以丢掉吗？这个 OK 啊 ，SSE sorry。Actually, this is statistic. Okay, you see, Shanghai stock market has actually 1,572 company to come up with this index. 可以明白我在说什么吗？明白了。
明白。
其他人明白吗？ Okay, so I don't. Frederick, are you understanding? Frederick. Okay, this is not important. This is statistic. If you want to know more, read statistic. Not important. Okay, but if you know, actually, if people doing like this, because of this, 因为这个成分股 because of this consists of company, actually I can manipulate the stock price. How do you know how can I manipulate the stock price? How can I? 田富文，我要怎么去控制这个股价？如果我是这个人的话，
高价买吗？
不是，其实就是换这个的这个数。
换它的比例。
对，你换它的比例。You change the weightage of the company. So just now SSE Shanghai 指数is about 1,700 something companies, right? It's very hard for you to control it. Do you know Malaysia KLSE have how many company? Do you know?
No.
We used to 100 company to make this KLSE index. Recently, I think less than 10 years ago, it make it 30. I think right now it's 10 only, 10 or 30. Let us have a check. Only 30, okay, Malaysia 30. So only 30 company in Malaysia. So do you think you can manipulate the price KLSE of Malaysia index? That's why KLSE is so high right now, it's very high. Why? 可以明白为什么吗，田富文？
好掌控
啊？Frederick, are you there?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm trying to say right now?
I was focusing on something else. Sorry, sir.
So you don't want to understand about this? Never mind.
No, I was calculating the things of inflation, all of that, because I was a bit lost in that. So, you know, I was thinking, yeah.
You know about index, is it?
The index, yeah, I'm trying to understand that.
Okay, maybe you can learn it later. You can ask me. It's very easy, okay? But you need to listen to the class, okay? Because Malaysia KLSE is actually consists of only 30 company as compared to SSE. How much? How much? 1,572. Yeah, right? Do you think if I am an investor, can I manipulate the KLSE of Malaysia? I just need to buy over this 30 company and I push it up the stock price, then KLSE will go up.
Yeah.
As compared to Shanghai, is that very easy for me to push up?
No.
Yes. So you know what is the problem with index right now? This is the this one is learning lah. This is all I read about PPT. I teach you all this already, okay? It's the same thing, okay? Okay? So right now, you know why there's a problem with index. That's why you see Nikkei have 225 stocks. US have 1,500 overstock and Shanghai is 1,572 stock. Malaysia only 30 companies. Actually, we used to 100. Why they want to reduce it?
Why?
Because they can manipulate it, no? Easier for them to manipulate. Okay? Yeah. You think the KLSE is very high, that's why you feel like Malaysia, is doing very well. But actually, it's not. They are only pushing up these 30 companies only. Okay? This is index. It's not in exam, but you need to know it, okay? Because this is statistic. Okay, so we go to annual report. What company do you want? Simdabi. 明白啊，你们大家都明白我要说什么吗？知道那个意思啊？有谁不明白吗？韩毛，你明白我在说什么吗？
明白。
我在说什么？
你在说这个，就之前它是有就是那个公司，它是200家，后来就是又有减少，然后有30家就可以。
所以这个就是 indexes 的问题 ，OK？ 无烟草 OK 啊？
我有一点不明白，老师。
OK， 好。
就那个指数那个没有接触过，然后又不知道它的经济含义。所以说重点是想弄懂它干什么用的。
Why do you know inflation? Why we need inflation? Okay. Why we need inflation?
通货膨胀吗？那个
why we need inflation index? Why?
Sorry, I don't know.
Why
to evaluate how the price are performing, how the things are changing between the past and the future. We can make an estimation of what we really want, where we want to achieve, right?
Wow, Frederick, you are very good, man. Are you a very good student all the time?
Yeah, it's a sometime. I don't know. Some say yes, some say no. So
I would think it's quite practical. You are good, man. I am talking about real things. Yes, it is. You answer it very good. That's why critical thinking is very important. Okay. You see, this thing is here, is blocking me. Okay. Why we need indexes? Wu Yanchao, your friends has already answered you. Because we want to, 我们一定要有一个标准来知道现在的表现，过去跟现在。Previously and now, we need to know how our performance, okay, whether it's becoming better or bad. That's why we need the benchmark. This is what we said about the benchmark. This is the benchmark. That's why we need calculation of the index. But each of the country will have different way to calculate, and they have different weightage for their company. That's why in making not fair. Sometimes I would say like that. It's not fair because Malaysia government would like to let all the world know we are doing very well. So I just reduce it again to 30 company, and then I just push up all my money. I just ask all the investor or organization to push up this 30 company price only. If this 30 stock price is increased, that means our KLSE index will increase. Okay, why we need the index, right? Wu Yanchao, your question is why we need it, right?
就是它是一个比较的那个标准，是不是啊？
对，它就是一个标准。Index is a 标准。
哦，明白了。
这指数嘛，它是一个指数嘛。
明白了。
Okay. Who else? Okay. Annual report. Okay, we will send next week. Next week, we will really thoroughly talk about annual report. Lecture 5, I will put it away first, okay? Because you need to do your coursework, okay? Agreed?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So right now, I give you roughly, I talk about annual report again, okay? I hope you all, because you all are accounting, okay? I hope you all have a basic already instead of 田富文, Sun Xiaojing, Li Qiong, how are you, Sun Xiaojing? 你可以吗? Are you okay? I need to take care about you, some of you, okay? Li Qiong 呢? Li Qiong is still celebrating her Chinese New Year. 2 weeks ago, she was wearing it's like in a winter place. Okay. When we want to download an annual report, especially from Malaysia, I come to class already. We actually, an annual report is a book. It's a report book. It consists a lot of things. You can look at this table of contents. Okay, for those who do not know, Sun Xiaojing, 认真学. It actually consists of many things. It includes the statement of chief, CEO, everyone. But what we are doing right now is investment only. So what is actually what we want to have to read is about the financial statement only. So from the table of contents, you know which page that you need to go to. Okay? So which page should be this one? 田富文。
150. 150.
Yes, 150. Actually, 150 actually is director report first. Then will be statement, and then and this is the financial distribution. There's a few important statement is very important for an accounting if you are accounting student. This is the 5 most important that must be consist in an annual report, which is profit and loss, income statement, comprehensive income statement. Later we will go and look at it. What is that? Actually, this is income statement. I don't know. Financial positions. This is, we call it a balance sheet. Okay. Change of equity. Yes, this is actually stated about who actually own the company, and then people is changing it. Change of equity 是吗？change of equity 是讲什么啦？Never mind, we will read about that. Okay. Cash flow. Cash flow means 现金流量 is also very important. It actually, this is normally must be provided by them because this is a rule and regulation that they need to provide. However, most of the company will provide something called highlights. So when you read on the company, you can also read for the highlights as well, because it just highlights to you the company performance. So the most important as for this SIMDABI listed company, page is 13. Okay. And also, maybe start from here, 164. All right. Look for the table of content first. Okay. So you look for 13. Maybe we go to page 13 first. This is 23 already. 会很闷吗，李思源？李思源？
不会不会，我是刘思远。
哦，刘思远啊 ，OK， 刘思远。我会讲到很快吗？
没有，很好啊。
很好。Oh yes, before I forgot, I need to give you all a link to evaluate me. Okay, I hope all of you can do it for me. Okay, it will send out maybe next week like that. Okay, the evaluation form. Okay, for me. Okay, the highlights actually Okay everyone are there? 听到啊？Frederick.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Very dangerous. Okay, this is the revenue. You see the highlight, page 13. It's already tell you the company performance. The revenue is in million, financial in million, means started from here is in million. Okay, so this is started with 4 million, 400万起，100万、千万、亿、10亿、100亿，他做了300多亿的 sales 啊。This is million, 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion. 100万、千万、亿、10亿 ，OK， 6 million, 36 billion. Is that quite a lot or not? It's a big company, right? 300多亿，厉害吗？300多亿他做了，明白啊？知道怎样看啊 ？This actually started with million ringgit Malaysia million. Okay. So it actually, when you look at this, this is the highlight. Okay, different company will have difference. You need to know how to read it. But the most important is you need to know how to read the financial statement. However, the introductions, this is the introduction. Also, you need to tell me, oh, SIMDABI, based on here, you know, SIMDABI is doing what? Industrial, motor, logistic, and others. If you want to know about the profile of the company, go to the company about us also, you can look for the profile of the company. Do you understand? Because you need to explain to me what is this company doing, okay? Okay, So the profit it makes it 百万、千万、亿、10亿 1 billion, 1.4 billion ringgit Malaysia, okay? Where it is actually consumed from? Mostly from industrial, okay? Some from motors. Okay, this is the highlight. So I finish it. This is it. I go to the financial place, which is 160. Anyone not with me right now? Tian Fu Wen, okay ma?
Okay.
You need to learn it. You need to try to read it. Only you can really experience it. Okay? Know how to read it.
Yeah.
Actually, I would like to tell you all that overseas lecturers from UK, they actually suggest us to focus more on liability. Why? Why? Do you know my questions is? 胡燕山睡着了。Okay. Okay, this is okay, Wu Yan-san a bit sleepy. Okay, where is it? Okay, this is a statement of profit and loss. Okay. Statement later I will ask you all, okay? We will go through again next week, okay? Will it be okay? You all try to read an annual report this week. Next week when we meet up, ask me questions, okay? Okay? But today I will briefly go through it because I need to make sure you all know how to read this. Frederick, do you have any problem in reading the annual report?
No.
No, very good. Because you are accountant. Okay, Tian Fu Wen, you look at here, statement and loss. Actually, we will call it income statement lah. But sometimes they put it different 对吗？我有讲错吗？刘思远。You are not sure, is it? Because for us, it should be income statement, right? The annual report will be separate by a group and company. Why? Group actually, it means all the company. Sometimes in a group, they will have a lot of small company inside, subsidiary company to consist. That's why it put it into a group. So this is a group performance of 2019 and 2020. Your coursework needs you to have two listed company, and then you need to calculate their performance from 2019 to 2020. The performance here depends on you which one you want to compare it. There's a two company available that you need to check about this performance and tell me or tell the investor, tell me which company should I invest, which one have better performance. You need to tell me why you make the decisions. Okay, this is what your coursework need to do. You have two company, you need to compare them and then advise me which one should I invest. Okay? 你有2间公司，你需要去下载2间公司，你去比较他们的表现，2年的表现，2个都要算，算了过后告诉我这2间公司哪里一间 值得我去投资 ，OK？ 然后呢，现在我只是给你看的一间啊，你需要做2间，然后呢，你自己做决定，根据那个分数，你自己做决定，你要用哪里一个部分来说 ，OK？You have 2 company, you are free to choose anything that you think is important from this segment to convince me why you choose one of the company, because I cannot invest both company. I only have limited money or resources to invest on one company only. Okay. I give you 1 minute to think about it. So I will start maybe 5:40, 5:50. Think about my questions.
老师，我有一个问题想请教一下您。就是我们在选公司的时候，是要选同一个行业的，还是说可以选不同行业的同一个年份？
没有限制，随便你。
那我个人会疑惑一点，就是说可能算出来的数据一样，但是行业不同，它的发展周期不同，那么它的可比性的话，我们把这个忽略掉吗？
你觉得咯？你就是你要告诉我，你会觉得你要投资哪一个咯？不过我不认为你会找到一模一样的啦，不可能。
就假如说我们找酒的话，就找几家酒厂，上市的酒厂，还是说是可以找一个航空公司，再找一个酒厂，
可以啊，
这么去分，
没有限制，主要是那2间公司，你要告诉我为什么你要投资它。
就主要是我们能够自己通过计算去选择出来。
对你，如果你真的是觉得，未来还是这个有潜质，虽然这个差别不远，你就说服我呀，你说服我呀。数字是显示这个比较好，但是这个最有可能，因为 you also will need the stock price. I already taught you all about stock price. Stock price will become one of the considerations as well. Just convince me whatever you think you should. It depends on the questions. The question maybe ask you 5 or 6 like that. Factors. But you need to thoroughly convince me.
就是主要是通过年报数据去分析，就不要想那么多，是吧？就是不用想的那么复杂。
也可以，随便你。I told you it's up to you. I already taught you all about mostly all. If you think the price also one of the consideration, then you just calculate it, show me and tell me why. OK.
那还有一个问题，第2个。就是我们去下合并财务报表，还是下企业单独的那个个别报表去做比较？
那个是什么啊？英语叫什么？
因为集团它的报出的信息是以合并财务报表的形式报出的嘛。那么我们去找合并报表，以合并报表为基准，是吗？
我们一定是 group 的。
好。
公司来讲没有用啊，你一定比较group 啊，整个公司嘛。
好，谢谢。
Okay, it's 5:52. Next week, we will go through annual report. Would it be okay? Does that feel very tired today? Read about your PPT. I hope you all can read it because this one is more like practical. This is what you are going to use it, and I already taught you all about how to calculate the risk. All this. Check back our previous video. one of the good things about this online learning is you always have the video to read back. This is something that I feel like very good, which is not available during my time. That if I miss it, definitely I miss it. I cannot learn it again. So do you all know about where you can download the video?
We can check the video online.
Yes, you can download it, right?
No, just view the video online.
I think you can download it. You can
okay.
try it, but you can see it, right? The online video.
Yeah.
Then you click it. There's a few of it, right? Oh, you go to the link. There's a few of them. Okay, you go to the link. There's a few of them. So you can download it. Okay. Learn back because you can read back because of course PPT you read it yourself. The most important is the practical things that I teach you all because that is what required in the exam. Be prepared. Read about annual report. Next week we talk about annual report. I will keep this one. Do you want us to read on the same company, or do you want to use a different company next week? All of you learn it yourself. Each company. That means should we all use the same company of this one?
We can choose a different company.
Okay, you can choose. Okay, never mind. So you need to know how to look for the financial statement, everything, and then next week we will talk about it, and you look at yourself, then compare and run it next week. So hopefully next week there's no one to miss the class because I would feel like it's very important. So we can discuss together. Okay?
Okay.
Frederick, any questions from you?
No, sir.
Am I make you clear?
Yes.
Very good. How about Omi? Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. How are you, Omi? Are you following me? I think you are very good in English as well, is it?
How are you, teacher?
Huh?
How are you?
Are you following me? How your class today?
Your explication is good.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate your explication. You are a good teacher. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. But you must learn it, huh? You can look back the video because your exam will be like this, huh? Okay. Theory part exam would be definitely there's a PPT, but I will tell you all what should be. Actually, you can learn it because you still can search online, everything's there. But the practical things is more important, okay? Because you need to use it in your coursework, and coursework make you about 60%, okay?
Okay.
Yep. Thank you very much. I hope you are following, okay? If you cannot, can just WhatsApp me and ask me, okay?
No problem. Thank you, teacher.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. 其他人呢？还有谁有问题？ Anyone has questions? I'm sorry to make you all very tired, and I feel like it's very boring for the PPT.
But, sir, I have questions.
Okay.
Last week we need to prepare to company to analyze expect the annual report, and so we just start one like the review or the prospect to discuss the company or the 就是我只要准备 就是只要找出1、2个点来做分析这个公司，还是要全部的，就是全部的。
Okay. That's why I taught you all about if the question is giving you 30 marks, then how many points you need?
5.
Yes. Some sort like that. You need to justify it yourself. You can justify it yourself. Yeah. If you make it 5, then you make it very thoroughly. If you make it 10, then you can briefly talk about it, but you need to give me 10. Okay?
Okay.
It's up to you. The most important is the marks. That's why I talk about the marks allocation. You must know how many you should put in. That's why I talk to you all about this today. I would say whatever I try to talk to you all, there is a purpose, and I'm not simply talking. Okay, so right now you know why I try to explain to you all about the allocation of the mark. Okay, your friend is asking how many points that she need to put in for each questions. Should she put in all the points of the annual report, or how? That's why I said it is your justifications, and based on the mark allocations, you answer your questions. Okay? 明白啊？
明白。
明白啊 ？OK， 还有谁 ？I'm sorry to make you all always sharp on time. Oh, I heard is maybe Sergey will ask you all. You are welcome back to college, if not mistaken, but still need to wait their orders, because Malaysian governments found out there's a problem on learning through online. I don't know how you think about it. There's one good thing is there's a recording. Okay, there's a recording. Okay, anyone has questions? If no questions, then remember I will send you all about the link. I need you all to evaluate me, and then try to read about the annual report, learn how to read it, and then next week we discuss it in thoroughly. Okay? Thoroughly, it's not just like the readings. What is actually consists inside. If you can learn more. If you read it first, and then you can understand, and then we go deeper, as I explained to Si Yuan. Okay. So officially, I would like to end our class today. For who has questions, you can stay back to ask me, and if not, then you can actually leave the class. Thank you very much. I will stay back maybe 5 minutes. I will stay back about 5 minutes. Anyone got question can ask me. Okay, thank you all. Okay. 你妈妈来了。
My mom called me and called me. You can have dinner.
很好嘞，6点就吃哦。6 o'clock already got dinner.
Yeah.
Some of us still need to cook only. We can have our dinner. Am I right? 可惜 means 可怜啊，我们 so pity of us. Yes, 够辛苦啊。
Yes. I'm live with my mom. Just 1 month.
Just 1 month 啊？等下又回去了。
Yes， 我就要回我的工作地方了。
你的工作地方在哪里？
在成都。
那你现在在哪里？
在云南，靠近云南。
那很远啊，是吗？云南
是，有点远。
哦，你是云南人啊？
不是，是四川和云南的边境。 边界地带，属于四川省。
哦，对，明白。3月开学那你
？3月份开学。
OK。怎样？今天是不是很乱啊 ？PPT， 哎呀，我读到我也闲。
有一凌乱，但是就是可能老师比较注重实践，经常带我们看那些实战的东西。
那 PPT 你自己那个东西你不懂吗？它根本就是 theory 来的，不是去读了，又不是考试，又不是怎么。但是考试确实是有其他的问题，但是不是什么叫 secondary school， 什么叫做像这种你们也靠的，你们都知道了吧？很搞笑，而且那个 slide 又特别多。
只能说是看中文还是看得懂，但是有时候还是不太理解真实的含义，就是真实的含义有点不太理解。
你用有道翻译啊，用
了以后就是说，就是自己就是这个知识层面的东西，就是自己的知识储备不够。
那你可以问我啊，你问了不明白可以问我。
对啊，我问了你。
什么东西？
我问了你，就是那个1级和2级市场那个地方，就是，就是有点迷嘛，一直就是自己一直没懂。
那你今天问了我才知道的。老实说，你不问我都不知道。我一直觉得 primary 就是我们叫 first board second board 嘛。那现在才知道哦，原来你的 first 是上市啊 ，secondary 就是第二啊，就是讲，这就好像你的一个是上市而已咯，一版就是上市而已咯。
没有，就是说是有点像那个卖菜嘛，菜市场。假如说是菜贩子进的就是1级，然后卖给我们就是2级，我一直以为是这样。
哦，
我就没太懂。
这样子就好像你讲的，它可能全部都在第2阶，因为1级不是一直有的嘛，很久才会有一次的嘛，它不是一直有的嘛，除非你国家大一直有，可能一两阶一直有，样子吧。不可能啊，一直有啊，那就爆满了。
对，这个因为没投过股票，不太理解。
其实我之前我如果没有你讲，我都不知道我都没有去读它，结果我看到不一样的，所以他讲每一个国家的 definition 不一样啊。以前马来西亚的是1版2版的，我们就是以价值来分开的。
是不同的。
对不起，是有点乱 ，PPT 自己读啊，这么多，我跟你们读了过后都不用交了，那考我交这是不用交了，我那个 annual report 都没有了，annual report 根本就是包含了，其实我第一个教你们的 lecture 已经包含几乎所有今天讲的东西了。
因为我们老师就上大学的时候，老师比较少给我们看这些，就是我们当时老师看的少，所以我对股票这一块就是实战方面，欠缺比较大，我自己。
明白。
所以说您这个方法还是挺管用的，我自己也知道怎么查，要不然我以前都不知道怎么查。
我最近也是学到一个博士生告诉我去找那个新浪财经啊，然后还有一个学生没有在你们的班呢，在明天另外一个班呢，他叫我中国可以找一个雪球的东西，雪球，你去找雪球这个 app 出来，下雪的雪，球，气球的球啊，那个他给你消息的。其实我觉得到了一个程度，其实我觉得外国也会支持这个东西，因为我的问题已经送上去了嘛。PPT 是这样啊 ，PPT 不是我准备的嘛，但是我们那个是一些确实是实际的，那个更加什么，他直接跟我讲，你应该要求学生强调在他们的那个 financial positions 啊，他欠债能力啊，他直接叫我这样你明白我意思啊？我的问题给他了。我任由你们决定你要选什么去评估。他回来跟我讲，他觉得啦，他跟我讲，不过我是知道的，只是我不要限制，我怕你们不会。因为其实很多个有钱人啊，就是因为做了这一方面，他强调就是一个公司的负债能力， 一个公司的负债能力其实是很重要的。其实有一个很有钱的投机家，他最近也是有出来，我在说说这消息我都忘记了是谁。所以这种英国这种他们就强调，他本来也是一个帮人家做研究的，好像是一个会计还是什么，然后做研究，然后他就有机会牵涉到这种去评估公司的，然后他就是刚做这种 credit 的东西的，然后就发现到那个很重要，结果他就自己去成立一间投资公司，他就专门去抓阻击这种公司不好的公司，或者投资以那个公司的能力credit 来评估一间好的公司还是不好的公司，所以他赚了一大笔钱。这一次这个疫情他又跑回出来，他讲我又要来进场了，我忘记他叫什么名了，这是一个投机家有钱人。所以这个英国这个给我 comment 跟我讲，教学生重点强调那一边，所以改了一些你们的问题，就叫你们本来我是自由给你们选，但是我还是他过后我讲了一句就是 recommend 你们强调在那一边，所以下个星期有机会就会去谈那一方面的东西。这重点是你们要熟了，不然连读都不熟就很难更加深入了。好像李思远那天跟你谈的就是类似这样子比较深入了，你要懂他怎么算出来，然后你知道他的问题在哪里。
就是算出来，然后根据这个数字去看他的问题。
根据数字看的问题。第二就是你要知道他算出来，你要想着那个公司会怎么做啊。如果你熟会计的话，有时他会骗你的呢。公司也是audit 也是，你虽然 audit 也是懂得怎样去抓人，但是做 account 那个人他也是懂得怎样去骗 audit 的嘛。
他有可能公司正在飞速发展，然后他这个数据在这个时候出现是不科学的，是吗？
对，就好像你讲，对，他可能可以他放慢放快，他知道他的公司赚很多钱，但是他想办法弄他出去，然后今年我就买很多我的股票了，明年我才将我的赚益放进去，我不是大赚一笔了，我是老板，明白吗？我先知道嘛，我将你推迟嘛，所以就会计 auditor 还有那个帮你推上市的这些人都是一般的，我相信他们一定有做了，所以他们不给他们联络嘛，但是你控制得了嘛，你人来的嘞。
老师，老师，我去接个电话。
好，再见，拜拜
拜拜。
还有谁有问题？李星辰，今天你会乱吗？李星辰。
我刚刚那个关了声音啊，怎么？我刚刚在听你们讲，我这个手机没带。
今天你会乱吗？你学得到吗？你在马来西亚对吗？
对。
在世纪对面哦。你怎样？你学得到吗？你是 MBA 啊 ？Account？
不是，我是 MA。
哦，那今天的 class 你明白吗？
还算听得懂，但是还是要自己去查一些，根据这个 PPT 再去查字。
PPT 老师说是一些 theory 的东西，你只需要读过就好了，所以点会告诉你那一些重要的。
这些 OK。
因为很多都是比较实际的，就那些是一些基本知识吧，基本知识。田富文呢？田富文刚走了。马海鹏呢？
可以。
真的可以吗？是不是我的英语太快，你们跟不到啊？
没有，可以明白。
还是我的英语太烂，你不能明白？
可以明白。
可以明白啊。
对。
那我想问一下那个黎琼呢？黎琼今年没有上课了，他放在这边而已。不理他。赵杰呢？
可以呀。
也在啊。赵杰可以明白。
可以。
张以凡是谁啊？有什么问题吗？赵杰？
没有。
好。一定要去读，你们都是 account 了哦。张以凡是谁啊？ 哦，不要紧，不要理他。怎么样啊？还有谁？李琼刚刚回答了，李思妍、马海鹏回答了，张崇言呐、陈崇言呐、这个呢？陈崇言 ，OK， 也是没有在班上了，不要紧，有 video。OK， 差不多全部问完了。吴彦山是关了，不知道吗？其他我都 OK 了。还有什么问题吗？汗毛呢？
我没有问题。
能明白吗？
嗯。
别不明白说明白哦。
没有，明白。明
白啊 ，OK 好。那就
老师
啊，
那我们课没有上传那个录播吗？
什么啊？上传什么？
就是这节课的，播放的重复播放的没有？
有啊，有啊。你没有吗？你没有看到吗？
好像没有。
刚刚我说了3次啊。
这 PPT 就有。
你在你的啊，你 online video。
哦。
看到吗？online video。online video 这个你按就进去了。
好的。
听到了吗？听到了啊？
听到了。
要去看一下郝芳芳呢？郝芳芳。
在这里。
可以吗？明白吗？
可以。
辛苦了，等下还要去工作了哈。好了，可以了。如果没有问题，如果有问题可以找我的，这个可以直接找我的。OK， 你们大家都有联络。好，那我们就扩沙，大家再见了啊！拜拜。
拜拜。
田馥文有问题吗？不行，田馥文有问题吗？为什么突然间又跑回来？可以，其他人可以走了，要走可以走。
重连了几下。
啊？
玩不好重连。
哦，有问题吗？你可以吗？你 OK 吗？
还 OK。
那个今天都可以明白 ，index 这种都可以明白。你要注意哦，那个下个星期我们会特别去讲那个东西，可能你要去了解一下很多 report， 然后我可能会讲一下如何它要怎么算出来，你要懂，你也要大概懂，大概了解一下它怎么算出来，因为不然怕你不能 appreciate 啊，不能好像珍惜啊什么啊，不能感觉到啊他在谈什么。
那老师，当我们做作业的时候，是不是看那个年报只用看那个资产负债表就行了，就那个 loss and profit 就行了，就我们刚刚看的那个。
不，你很多随便你要看股价也可以，我也教你怎么看股价了，对吗？
对，
都可以，全部都可以，只要你说服他不止吗？你看啊，你看他不是 profit and loss 啊，你要了解 profit and loss 嘛，但你也要知道这个 financial position， 这个很重要，这几个都很重要，其实最重要是这个跟这个，当然其他的我也不知道什么，就是这个跟这个很重要的。然后美股，当然美股的赚钱也是要啦，如果是投资的话。
是哪个？就那个 profit。
profit 跟这个 financial position， 它有些也不叫 financial position， 有些叫 balance sheet 什么的。明白吗？它有些公司每次用不同的名字，但是给出来的东西是一样的。你要懂得怎么去看它。大概去了解一下，下个星期我们去读它。
行。就下个星期教怎么看嘛。
对，我们会一个一个去看。
行。
就每一间公司每一个不一样，但是我们就要懂得怎么看，然后你要懂得算哦，你要算它的 比较啊，还有 financial ratio 啊，你懂什么叫 financial ratio 吗？
资产率。
你也要去找这个东西啊，你要的话，你不是要，如果你什么的话也是要去找一下，就是这个叫做 financial ratio calculation， 有很多的。
好，
这个的啊，你看它有很多的 current ratio、asset ratio 什么的，我看一下华语叫什么？财务比率。
OK，
你要去了解一下，因为你没有底嘛，你要去了解一下。
行。
好芳芳啊，你有啊，真的没有问题啊。好芳芳。
没有问题，老师。
好 ，OK， 那还有谁？张以凡是谁？张以凡 ？OK， 不行，可能是另外的，我知道了。OK， 算了。OK， 好，那走了哈。
拜拜。
拜拜。拜拜。我忘记做了。